Holy shnikes, it's been a wild ride. It has been a wild ride. I think my hair's a little crazy on top of it. Today is Friday, February the 13th, and I am uploading today, Friday, February the 13th. Why, you ask? Because the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that the successful people do the things that they don't want to do, despite the fact they don't want to do them. So the unsuccessful people and the successful people, they both don't want to do the things that they know that they should do. But the successful people show up. I was laying in bed this afternoon, I was thinking this very same thing. I'm like, man, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go film. But you know what? Consistency, it's 1 week in a row now that I have consistency going on. I'm already proud of myself for showing up and doing something I really had no desire to do. So here we are. There have been some pretty cool things happening in the Brooks SeaQueen world. It's been pretty insane, actually. So I got my third order of earrings from Peru, my crab pot earrings. I'm on my little entrepreneur adventure, you know, the journey, the ups, the downs, the sideways, the unexpected delays in DHL. Oh my gosh, just thinking about it gives me a headache. But for the most part, there have been some great sales this week, and I'm just thanking my lucky stars. I'm like, thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. They love the crab pot earrings. Yes. I had some great sales days this week. I had a waiting list going on because I was out of stock for a while. So I had a waiting list kind of piling up. And then sure enough, as soon as the earrings and the beautiful necklaces came in, I reached out to people, and anyways, long story short, I got some Valentine's Day presents out in the mail. People are really excited about it, and I can't be more thrilled. I'm cutting in real quick here because I'm on the way home, and I just got a photo from one of my clients. Her name is Jessica. She sent me a picture with her new silver crab pot earrings, and look how beautiful she looks. Yay! You know, I was walking the other day. I was walking after dinner. I have this bet going on with my best friend's husband. My best friend's husband and I, we haven't always seen eye to eye. You know, that's one way of putting it. Keeping that in mind, I asked him if he wanted to have a bet and do some goals together this month. And he says, well, what were you thinking? And I said, well, I'll do my goals for this month. We'll do it on the honor system. And I'm gonna bet you $1,000 that I'm not gonna break my goals. If you'll bet $1,000 that you're not gonna break your goals. So for my goals this month, I've actually been quite sick. Today's not a super stellar day today. I'll get into that in a second. But I wanted to have my goals be very attainable this month so that I wouldn't hurt myself physically. So my goals have been to walk every day for at least 20 minutes because I can't stress myself physically. So that's really all I can do is walking. And most days I've done more than 20 minutes, but some days it was extremely painful to do 20 minutes. But I broke it up into 3 sets of 7 minutes or whatever it was. And no butter. And then at the last minute, I decided to throw no alcohol on there because I'm like, why not, you know? Everybody could use a little break from alcohol, and it'll be good for me. It'll be good for me to do no alcohol. Great. So his goals are, he used to really work out all the time. So his goals are 1 green drink every day with 24 vitamins and minerals or whatever it is. He's supposed to be stretching 20 minutes a day. Oh, he's weightlifting 3 times a week. So we're both on our goals. We're both not really enjoying it at all. I'm like, whose dumb idea was this anyways? He's like, I know, I definitely didn't want to do it. I'm like, I didn't want to do it either. He's like, $1,000. Excuse me, $1,000 on the line is a good incentive. I'm like, I know, if we're gonna do it, let's freaking do it. If not, shut up about it, you know? So we're on day 13 of the goals. Still not enjoying it, but I guess reaping the benefits, if one could say that. Here comes the water again. So yeah, the other day, I'm going for my obligatory 20-minute walk. And I'm in the dark, I'm kind of by myself walking on the road, and I'm thinking to myself, I just sold 2 sets of silver crab pot earrings and necklaces today. 2 sets. That was amazing. That was an amazing feeling. I was like, whose life is this? You know, whose life am I actually living right now? Because usually in my life, things like this don't happen. But now they do. Now they do apparently, because that wasn't my first one or my last one either. Actually, this one guy ordered so much stuff, I couldn't even fit it in a bag that I had. I'm like, what? I was not prepared for such a big order. I don't even have a bag big enough for this order. I'm like, what a great problem to have. This is a great problem. I never knew there were such great problems out there, but this is one of them. I can definitely find a bag. So the SeaQueen crab pot earrings are a hit with the right people. They're definitely not for everybody. They're pretty costly for me coming out of Peru. And I'm hoping to, I have to make a profit on them. Otherwise, I can't continue the line. But, the people seem to be enjoying the work and I just can't be more happy about it. So another new development is that I'm going to be moving, at least temporarily. Me and my gypsy self, I'm going to be moving somewhere and I'm not going to tell you where. And it's not because I don't know. So the next time you see me, at least doing one of these walking updates, which I have a feeling is not too far off in the future. I'm gonna be in a new spot. I'm really excited about this new spot. It is somewhere along the coast. And that's all I'm gonna say. Is it the South American coast? Is it the Alaska coast? Oh my gosh, there's also new developments coming up. I follow a lot of fishing people online and there's a fisherman out there that I follow. And I'm gonna be fishing on the boat with this fisherman. That's coming up. That's gonna be super fun. That's gonna be coming up in the next week or two. And then I'm gonna be fishing with another YouTuber that does fishing. That will be really fun. I'm volunteering at an event and it's like a fishing event. So I'm getting into the community, I'm getting out there. I should actually tell you guys where it is and what it is so that if you are in the area, you can actually pop by and say hello too. That would be cool. What else has been going on? Oh yeah, I've been sick. I've been really sick actually. Today is February the 13th. I've been physically ill on and off for about 2 months now. And it's like you get a little bit better, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. And so it's just been this really kind of excruciating up and down process. It's been keeping me bedridden for many, many days, unfortunately. So that's kind of why I have resorted to these walking updates, not only because it's a challenge and it's something new, but also because I just cannot sit at my desk and edit. I can't do it. I mean, I could probably do it, but it would be bad for my body to do it. So, man, I'm just trying to find a way around. You guys know who David Goggins is? Like former Navy SEAL, like one of the, they called him like the strongest man alive or something. He's just like so mentally fit. I read his book. I can't remember what his book is called at this moment in time, but I actually listened to it twice on Audible. Fantastic book. And he always says, whenever you're down or you're out or you're physically unwell, you can always do something. Whether that be moving your little pinky or going for a walk or moving your little toe. He's like, there's always something that you can do to move forward without hurting yourself. So for me, that's the walks. And just trying to Goggins it, So that's what's coming up in the next very near future. And then I'm going to be putting together some vlogs that I made when I was just starting out with the earrings and I was down in Newport, because that was a trip. That was such a trip to see how people responded to these earrings, like right away to start off with. I learned a lot. I definitely got some help from a couple people in the industry. They were telling me, what to expect when you're what to expect when you're, selling this new handmade product. That's very tied to, my world, the fishing world, that kind of represents me and everything I'm obsessed with, fishing, crab pots, all that jazz. Look how beautiful that is. That's just beautiful. All right, so speaking of long walks, I'm gonna start heading back now. So I'm gonna be leaving here in Westport in about, oh, it's getting a little rainy. I got my little backup hat here. Okay. So it's gonna be getting, I'm gonna be leaving Westport in about 5 days. I gotta have lunch with my dad before I go. He wants to see what's up. Be like, yo, Pop, how's it going? You wanna have a slice of pizza and no beer? Because I'm not having beer in February, right? We're resetting the system. We are resetting the system. But yeah, it's been great reaching out to people. It's been great seeing their reactions about the earrings and the jewelry. It's been really fun trying to figure out. So one of the things that Oprah Winfrey said, I love listening to all these documentaries, all these people talking about like how to achieve your dreams, how to work hard and achieve the life that you've always wanted. So Oprah Winfrey, she has some really cool talks on YouTube. I was listening to her, and one of the things she says was, you know, it's just who I am to interview people. It's just who I am. And she's like, if I didn't make money doing the thing that I love to do, I'd have to find something else and do something else to make me money so that I can afford to do what I love, which is doing the interviews. I'm like, dude, Oprah, that's what I need. That is so what I need. So that's part of this earring jewelry business also. Not only is it a recent new passion of mine, I'm obsessed with these little tiny crab pots, but also it's a way that will hopefully pay for my life, to live my dreams, to keep fishing and sharing about the ocean, sharing about the wildlife, sharing about catch and cook cultures, the Pacific Northwest, Alaska, and then I'm learning. I'm constantly learning as I'm going along. I'm sharing, I'm learning. I'm learning, I'm sharing. And then a lot of people, like my mom, for example, my mom, she can't walk. My mom is like severely handicapped. Sorry, Mom, if you're out there. I still love you. But this is a way for, you know, someone like her, for example, to enjoy, you know, getting out, going on the boat, going fishing, seeing beautiful places around, you know, whatever coast I happen to get to. So that's a little bit about me and the journey. So it's going to be really interesting. My business, SeaQueen Works, I actually got my business license December the 12th, 2025. My first business license. I'm like, wow, look at me go, Mom, no hands. I'm like, oh, I got to pay taxes now. I got to pay taxes and be a grown-up and have a bunch of overhead. Now, I don't have, well, there's some overhead for sure. But it's been really fun so far. It's been a fun process. I kind of look at it as another challenge. And I'm up to the challenge so far. So everything's really new. Everything's exciting and / terrifying at the same time. And, you know, I've never been one to shy away from scaring the crap out of myself, you know? Especially when it's a self-inflicted gunshot. So tonight, before I even knew I was leaving, see, this is a new development actually, I'm leaving. I did not know that I was gonna be leaving a few days ago, so this whole thing is very new. But I got a turkey. I told Garrett, you know, Garrett from the boat, I said, Garrett, you wanna have a turkey? He says, oh, Brookie, you got a turkey. I was like, yeah, I got a turkey for dinner. You wanna have turkey on Friday? He said, that'd be great. So we'll do like a second Thanksgiving. I'll make the mashed potatoes, we'll do some green beans, we'll do some gravy. I gotta find a little bit of cranberry sauce, but I'm in cranberry land. So you would figure that I would be able to find something that isn't like that Ocean Spray canned cranberry sauce. I know my dad has some at his house, but that's like a 45-minute drive, and I just don't wanna try that hard for cranberry sauce. But anyways, the oven's heating up right now. I got my turkey dinner. Next week, I'm excited to tell you guys about where I'm gonna be living. I'm excited to show you more of this fishing jewelry entrepreneurial adventure that I'm on. Roller coaster is more like it. We got some days where we couldn't be higher, and then some days, woo, where we couldn't be lower. But hey, you know, you take the good with the bad. I don't know why this Brooklyn accent is coming out, but I'm just gonna go with it. We'll see you next week. Forget about it.